Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I'm Dan.
And this week, we're completely finishing up, finally,
Yes.
the Harry Potter series. We're putting an end cap on this. So if you don't know already, Harry Potter follows a young boy who is orphaned and goes through these years at Hogwarts with his friends and is at one point in time going to battle the Dark Lord Voldemort. I'm not giving any more than that.
Well, that's it, yeah.
I'm done with giving blurbs to these movies.
Yeah, man. So
I had one written down and I'm like, nah.
what's your overall thoughts of this franchise?
Overall thoughts, look, as a whole, the Harry Potter series has been a fantastic run to do. I think that it has a beautiful ramping process for the films. They slowly get more and more adult, more and more interesting, and they build upon themselves. Chris Columbus creates a beautiful foundation for the films, and then more important and stylistic directors, I would say.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I'll say more important.
Alfonso came in to change that.
Yeah, and then from there on, because there was a style that people could work off, they could really run with it in that right direction.
Yeah.
But I have my own feelings of this. I was young when I first watched Harry Potter. I was only a kid, 5, 6, something like that.
Correct.
And I grew up on Harry Potter. Dan, this is different for you because, for example, moments in these movies, I had tears. I had tears with like end scenes, specific end scenes in the last film, here and there scattered scenes, but yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't as nostalgic as you'd say it.
Well, you don't have any nostalgia to it.
There's none.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm much older than you, so I didn't grow up with the Potters.
You're really not that much older than me, but you didn't grow up on these
nearly
films.
15 years, it's a long time.
That's true.
Yeah, fun fact. I know I look younger.
I will never tell you my age. I probably already have, but I will not tell you now.
Yeah. Deep down, he's Keanu Reeves.
Deep down, I'm still 14, and so are you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, look, when certain characters died, I didn't feel for him as much as other characters, such as Iron Man. I felt a lot more for him because first sittings with that, we just connected a lot more.
Yeah.
And look, the Harry Potter franchise was hyped up way.
It was huge at the time.
Yeah, so
especially those first 3 movies.
Yeah,
massive.
And going into these movies, I think that took some away from me.
Yeah, so you had the whole. There was the
bubble was
the
burst.
the phantom thread thing that we were just talking about. Yeah. The whole fad of Potter was the annoyance for you.
Yes,
because it was a fad. You were like, nah, I'm not in it.
Yeah. But in saying that, I do appreciate these movies. They are great, bar the first 2. Yeah, I can't really say anything else.
Yeah, you have a final score for this. So getting my phone out for these scores, because let's face it, the scores here are very intricate. And I want to give you guys the final scores for this. We had a big run where at the very start, we're going to say that we're going to do the scores. I completely stuffed up my scoring system. So mine's a brand new scoring system. So yours was fine.
Yep.
And you have a final amalgamated score, but you actually gave a little higher than the amalgamated score on the podcast.
Yeah, that's the reason being I didn't really like the first 2 movies. And understandably, they are a world-building block, I would say, for the rest of the series to follow. Yeah, I think I gave it a 7.5 overall.
You gave it a 7.5
for the whole series.
And your amalgamated score was 7.
Yeah. Yep.
For me, my final score of the whole series was 8 out of 10.
Yeah. And
with my final scores, I'll give you the rundown of my final scores, the official final scores for myself. So the first Harry Potter, 7.5. The second, 7.5. The third, 8.5. The fourth, 8.25. You love that.
Oh, these 0.25s.
The fifth, 7.75. The sixth, 8. The seventh, 8.5. And the eighth, 8.5. So I had 3 top ones there. It was Azkaban and the final 2 films, the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
Which I think fits nicely.
Yeah, and they're still pretty consistent. And that's what's good about these movies is they start off slow, I'd say.
Yeah.
But basically from Prisoner of Azkaban onwards, they're
They ramp.
they're
But
really,
they slow ramp.
Yeah, slow ramp.
I'd say there's only one movie I think ducks down a bit, and that's Order. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the guys here, you and Declan, both thought that the Order was still a nice ramp.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
So I think that covers our Harry Potter series. Mine was an 8. Dan's a 7.5.
And what does Harry think of that?
He thinks it's great.
And what does Ron think of that? Well, actually, can we just say how much Ron
Is useless?
played a useless role in the whole series? Didn't you, mate?
He wasn't even
did.
support at the end of it.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was just whiny.
And MVP goes to
Yeah, give it to her. Hermione.
Hermione. Yeah.
Without
She was-
her, this whole crew, gone.
Don't fall over Hermione because you fall over all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alrighty.
it was good. It was good watching them.
Yeah.
And
You're
I'm
happy you
glad,
did it.
I'm glad I watched them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also check out Neon Radio reviews at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias. All right. Take us out, Dan.
That's it from us. I've been Harry Potterified. So have you. Goodbye.